Viewers, I've been thinking, and I've reached one conclusion. Orcs must die. It's an imperative. They can no longer be allowed to live. And there's violence and blood, because the orcs will die violently and bloody. But this I can assure you, they don't need to tell you that. I'm telling you that right now. So, what is Orcs Must Die? Orcs Must Die is a... I almost want to say tower defense game, but it's kind of like an action slasher, run-around, third-person perspective, trap-setting game, where you need to defend an objective from a horde of orcs, and I do mean a horde, an oncoming, ridiculous, never-stopping horde of orcs. Well, I guess they do stop, but they go on for a long time. I'm going to be playing through this. I got it for relatively cheap on Steam during the Thanksgiving sale. It essentially took me a while to play it. And I really like it. It starts off a little bit slow when you only have a few traps, but later on, it gets really fun when you get a ton of traps and upgrades and weapons and stuff like that. So let's rock it. I will be playing on normal difficulty, because hard difficulty is hard.
I've spent 300 years fighting for the Order. I've killed thousands of orcs and defended dozens of rifts. And this is how it ends. One slip in a kobold's blood, and my skull cracks open on the gatehouse steps. So now the task of defending this fortress falls to my... apprentice. That's it, then. The world is doomed.
Oh, we'll see about that.
It's all up to me now. Rest well, crazy old man. First things first. Let's see what he left me in this spell book.
So, at the beginning of each mission, you decide which weapons and traps you're going to bring with you. And as you may have guessed, you unlock more and more traps as you go on. So I'm starting out with my crossbow, which you actually can't unequip. You always have the crossbow. You can shoot it really fast, but you have to keep on, like, pressing the button every single time you shoot, which can get annoying sometimes. Plus, the more, like, you'll notice if I just, like, do this, very accurate. If you press like a madman, a little bit less accurate. Then you have your sword, which does decent damage, but you have to get close to the orcs and then they can attack you. So you have to use that carefully. You got your run button, so you can go really fast, but you can't attack while running. It's just to get places. And then you can set traps. Now, I only have ground traps right now.
A treat for you.
These are traps that will slow orcs down. They step on them, they go slower. Now, at any time, I can sell them for the exact same amount that I bought them for, so you can redistribute traps anytime you want, with no worry.
And one for you.
Now, once they get here, I'm going to want to spike them.
A little present for you. One for you.
Yes, you already said that.
One for
now,
you.
the orcs will actually, they're not completely stupid. They will try to avoid traps. If they can't, however, then they will walk right over them. If there's too many orcs in a hallway, some of them are going to have to step over the traps. So you want to try to cover things. I mean, their first instinct is going to be to move around these. But if you put, like, say, one here and one here, they would go over it because they wouldn't have any choice. They're not just going to stop. They also can't do anything to your traps. So you don't have to worry about them being damaged. And then at any time, you can choose to unleash the horde. Bring it.
Here they come.
Yeah. Now, you can... Oh, I got a headshot. Yeah. Now, at any time... What am I talking about? Oh, the map screen. To the right, there's a little number that says 20. Hopefully you can see it. That's how many orcs I can allow to get here into the rift before I lose. So I have to be very careful. Also, on this first stage, I'm starting out with some archers. They do damage to the orcs continually. They can die, however, if I let the orcs attack them. Though dying, it's a little bit inaccurate. It's more that they get knocked out. Every few rounds they'll come back. And there are 3 waves this time, and 3 waves only. Every time you kill orcs, you get more money, so you can place more traps. Yep.
That's gonna leave a mark.
There we are. Let's get the sword out. Bring it! Come on. Ah! Now, if you die, then that number 20 is going to go down by 5, because you use the power of the rift to revive yourself. All of your powers come from the rift. The ability to summon traps, the ability to not be affected by traps, the ability to be revived when you die. Stand next to the rift and you gain your health back. Very important, I didn't know that until pretty late in the game. Orcs are getting damaged by spikes. How sad. Child's play. Yep. Headshot. Headshots do extra damage. It's not usually worth, like, trying doing what I'm doing right now, but sometimes it is. And there's an upgrade later where headshots do more damage, but I'm pretty far off from that. But yeah, at first I was like, this game is okay, because you don't start out with a lot of traps, and it's pretty, you know, it's not that great at first. I don't actually need slowing traps, let's just damage them. But once you get a lot of traps, and you can set up, like, trap combos, and then it starts to get pretty damn cool. So now they have no choice but to go over the spikes, pretty much. I mean, I guess they could go over here, but I don't think they will. And once they get to the hallway, they definitely have no choice.
This is gonna hurt me more than it hurts you. No, wait. Other way around.
Let me see here. Yeah, he just took half damage, basically. And of course, later on, there's gonna be tougher enemies also, but right now, they practically can't even get through. I just go to take a nap and come back, and I'll be dead. For this mission, like, pretty much just don't die, and you'll get 5 skulls. What do I mean by 5 skulls? Every mission you are rated out of 1 to 5 skulls. 1 skull is given to you by completing the stage in a certain amount of time, and that's not really that hard. As long as you don't delay a whole lot, you're gonna get that. Like, they didn't make that super difficult. The other 4 skulls are all based on keeping enemies out of the rift. If even one orc gets through, you're gonna lose a skull. And then it's percentage game. If like 50% of your percentage goes down, you lose another skull, I think. If it's 75, you lose another one. And then you dance like a jackass. Yeah! Should be 5. Yep. You use those skulls to upgrade. Upgrading traps is permanent, however. Be careful where you allocate them. So, like here, I can make the tar trap more sticky, or I can make these. And you get a finite amount of skulls, also. So, really, you just be careful where you put the damn things. And now I get Arrow Wall, which is a great trap. Now, I'm not going to be upgrading Spike Trap. The upgraded Spike Trap is pretty cool, but eventually I'm not really going to be using Spike Traps because they'll be better things. Arrow Wall and the tar trap, though, I'm always going to be using those. So, I'm going to be upgrading those when I can. Also, 2 other things before I... Well, actually, I'll just do it while I'm setting up.
Aha! With the old man dead and my apprenticeship finally over, I can draw on the full power of the rift. I'll get a new toy to play with every time I defend a rift. So yeah, 2 things. One, I don't know if you've noticed yet. I'm sure the video says it's HD, but it's not really. Just the beginning was HD. Unfortunately, this is one of the games that my computer can't quite handle on HD. The frame rate drops and affects my gameplay. So I'm really sorry about that. It's too bad. I was on this whole HD kick, but as I mentioned at one point, I just can't do it on all games, and this is unfortunately one of them. The other thing is that most of the time, like later on, I'm probably going to be doing 1 mission per video, but I'm going to be doing 2 this mission because short missions, but they're going to get longer. And I might die on some of them, because a few of them are hard. So, unleash the horde. Bring it. They're breaking through!
So right now I've got an arrow trap here, and 2 arrow traps and spike traps. So the second they come through here, they're probably not going to have a very good day. Yep, not a very good day. Excellent. Ah! That's just cause a ruckus. Run away! Haha! Ooh, I got a paladin with me. Paladins are great. They do tons of damage. Do-do-do-do. Let's see how he deals with this. Haha! He can deal with it all himself. He can die just like the archers, though. So I should probably help him out. Alright. On hard mode, by the way, like, you know how it just gave me 10 seconds? On hard mode, every single mission, you only get, like, 10 seconds to set up. You don't get that beginning time. to take as much time as you want to set up traps. Oh, they're coming through the other wall now. So hard mode is rough, plus the amount of enemies and the type of enemies that come are really hard. But one of the cool things about this game is that every trap that you unlock, you have permanently. I can go back to the first stage later on and have all of the traps that I got throughout the entire game. So obviously it's easier to get more skulls at that point when you go back. In hard mode, however, they designed it so that you already need all of the traps you got throughout the game, so you don't get any breaks there. Yeah. And I don't know if you have hard mode at the start or if you have to beat the whole game first. I wasn't really paying attention because I didn't try hard mode until I had beaten the game. They're all moving really slowly because they're on tire traps. And I gotta be careful I don't get hit too much or they're gonna kill me. I'm at really low health. Retreat! Bam! And a great combo, of course, is arrow traps and tar traps, because it's possible they'll get hit twice. Bring it. I've got full health and a bad attitude. Yeah. Can't hit me. You can't hit me. They're hitting me. I'm leaving. Oh look, a health pickup. Periodically, they'll drop that red thing. You get it? You get full health. Be on the lookout for those. Plus, they don't disappear, so you don't need to get them right away. Oh, God. Overconfidence. It killed the battle mage. You can also set traps from a distance. If you can see the target that you want to set the trap at, you can set the trap at. Doesn't matter how far away you are. Can I... oh, well. I don't want to set it there. Yeah. Dun, da, da, da. Yeah, you gotta be careful using the sword. You don't want to die. It's the same as letting 5 orcs into the rift. Boom. So this is what I'm talking about. I actually get a reprieve. I can take as much time as I want to set up traps. On hard mode, you never get this. Also, say the paladin died. During this round, he would revive and stand back up. Again, on hard mode, if the paladin dies, he's just dead and there's nothing you can do about it. So that's always fun. Unleash the Horde! Now let me see, there's no spikes. I should put spikes here instead of slowdown traps, I think. Because I can't put a spike wall trap here because of the way the wall is. So I might as well do additional damage. Now, a lot of the dungeons are going to get harder than this also. You notice there's a choke point. Usually you can't just defend the rift through one hole like this. There'll be multiple holes. And some of them will be wide, so there's no choke points. But this one, you know, it's not meant to be too hard. That's right. And spike trap for you. That wasn't a spike trap, that was another tar trap. Oh well. Oh good. I'm getting kinda close, I don't like it. Did I really just screw that up? This is overconfidence. This is why the old man died. Overconfidence. Oh well, off video I'll do the stage again and get that skull back. But that was just stupid of me. I wanted to show off the paladin fighting more and I lost the skull. Whatever, that's enough to upgrade the trap that I want to upgrade, which will be the arrow trap. It'll make it so that it has more range. Like, I think there's a 2-block range now. So if they step within 2 blocks of the arrow trap, it shoots off. This will make it 3 blocks, so I can actually cover wider hallways. Bam. All your upgrades are final. You literally can't do anything about that. It's different in the second game. Anyway, that's it. That is the first episode of Orcs Must Die. Hopefully you like it. You can get it on Steam. I got it on a sale. I don't remember how much it costs. Not on sale. But I think I got it for under $5 because it was like a 75% off sale. But yeah, good times. I am CrossKnights, and next time, more orcs will die. See you then.